I want you to imagine a scenario, right? This scenario, someone may have bullied you, or maybe someone that you know and trust promised you something was using you. This is manipulation. This was the book that I was talking about. It's a pretty good book. It goes very much in very deep details about body languages, dark psychology, NLP, mind control, and how to really analyze people. There are a lot more other books, of course. There is one book that literally talks about how to analyze people's eyes. There's a lot of interesting things about NLP. I definitely want to talk about, but there is one particular chapter. There is one specific chapter I want to show you guys to have an understanding and what can you do in this situation. So basically, I want to break this down and to understand what I've learned from the book and what I've used to realize that as well. Now, we're not going to get through anything like relationship or like that, but let's understand the development of manipulation. To kind of get you an idea, of course. There's expectations, there's the expectations and motivations, right? And the act of motivation begins with motivate and expect. So think of it like this though, right? You are motivating somebody, right? And they have this sense of urge to believe that they're not forced to give upon people that we want or need that is not met. So basically, you basically conditioning somebody, and you give them something that is not there. You want, and this could really be used in business though. It's a real nice way in business. I hope you guys been figuring it out for the past couple of videos, but if not, I'm gonna showcase one of my techniques of what I've learned so far, so you guys can follow along. I know you can probably find a PDF file if you don't want to buy the book yourself. You can always just download it or something like that. But come on. But thoughts and feelings is one of the more stronger pros, and we often have like this very weird connection to people when we have like this strong feeling to one another. Have you ever been surrounded by people that you know you feel safe around? Basically, if you can alter that person's perspective, you could literally, in a snap of a finger, change their whole mindset. You could condition someone to do something that they were not supposed to because you made them believe it. Think of it like that. Conditioning really comes down to like that as well. Now, on the next video though, I want to break this whole thing down and kind of give you guys a step by step, but that might take a little bit of time. I might have to do some scripting for that one, and we'll definitely dive very very deep into this. This is like one of many books I have, but this was like the beginning of that as well. I want to tell a story, right? And what led me to this pretty deep rabbit hole. So this was back when I was in college, right? I had a so-called friend who thought he could help me out with tuition. I got scammed for about $100, right? He said he wanted $100, so I gave him $100 for something. Then he trying to convince me he could make me he could. Don't mind the neighbors. Sorry. The bathroom setup is like my best setup personally. Plus, and it's Ramadan, so you know, gotta do both. Also, shout out to Hyundai. Gotta do great. Tell you, man. I promise I'm not eating in the bathroom. Alright, just taking time to show you guys something. But getting back to what I'm saying. Have you ever, in a way, no, that's what I'm saying, right? He wanted me to help my tuition. I knew something was off about it, and I immediately caught on. Basically, they start to ask these small little favors, and then they tend to drag in, make excuses, and sometimes just ignore you. But it wasn't until the second time we met. I asked for the $100. He got pissed off, aggravated, he got angry. It almost seems like if I was the victim. My father taught me this one thing though. My father taught me this one simple thing. You could tell when someone's a liar, not based on how they look, but based on how they feel. If you feel like you're in danger, if you feel like your gut is telling you something, I think is a sign to say, hey, something's not right. Back away, disconnect with that person entirely. None of my money was ever taken outside from $100 and some couple dollars, but this will allow me to understand on why humans does what they do. Why do we manipulate each other to achieve certain goals or understanding? And how we persuade to understand the arts of it as well. Now, obviously, though, I would never encourage anyone to use manipulation for your own selfish gains and your demise. As much as we want to gain as much power and as much as we want to hurt, this is not ideal. At the end of the day, the only person you're hurting more is yourself. Because this tool could be used as a guide. You can use this to maybe help somebody who's in need. You can maybe use this to better yourself, maybe cure your trauma, but you will never use this to hurt others, obviously. Psychology is a very big factor in why the human mind and the human brain has a much more understanding. I can go really deep in psychology, but that's a whole nother story, a whole nother factor. But this is just kind of like the basic introduction to kind of get you guys of what we're going to be going into in the upcoming videos. I might do this like once a week or so to kind of space it all out. So I'll probably do like double the uploads thing. Maybe that's a good idea. But if you want, the book is called Manipulation by Jack Smith. It's a pretty good book in my opinion. And if you can't get it physically, I know you can get it online, PDF wise. There's it's not that hard. But yeah, I just want to drop by and really kind of just enlighten you guys with what I've been doing for the past couple of days and what I've been trying to master as I'm rereading this book again and kind of following along. Self-education is going to be the key. Remember, man, the grind don't stop until you say otherwise.